Hello and welcome to Baggins Book Summaries. Today we'll be diving into the exciting events in Chapter 2 and 3 of J.R.R. Tolkien's classic novel The Hobbit. Join Bilbo, Gandalf, and the dwarves as they face challenges and obstacles on their journey to the Lonely Mountain. From picking pockets to escaping trolls, our heroes are tested as they make their way through the Lowlands and approach the Misty Mountains. As the journey takes them to the secret valley of Rivendell, they'll be welcomed by the Lord of Rivendell, Elrond, and will leave feeling refreshed and ready for the next leg of their quest. So grab a warm beverage, sit back, and enjoy the adventure with Baggins Book Summaries. In Chapter 2 of The Hobbit, Bilbo wakes up to find that the party he hosted the night before was not a dream, and he is summoned by the dwarves to meet them at the Green Dragon Inn. He sets off on the journey with the dwarves, but they soon find themselves in the Lowlands where the weather is cold and wet, the roads are bad, and there is no civilization around. They struggle to make a fire and Gandalf is missing. One of the ponies bolts and is lost, along with most of their food supplies. They are wet, cold, and hungry, and they just wish they were back in their warm homes. Bilbo soon comes across three trolls, William, Bert, and Tom, and he decides to pick their pockets. He manages to get a hold of a purse from William's pocket, but he's caught and is questioned by the trolls. Bilbo tries to convince them to let him go by promising to cook them breakfast, but they're not sure they can trust him. Eventually, one of the trolls, William, takes pity on Bilbo and convinces the others to let him go. The group is later captured by the same three trolls who are discussing how to cook and eat them. The dwarves are put in sacks and are laying by the fire while Bilbo's hiding in a bush. The trolls debate whether to roast, mince, or squash the dwarves. Just as the trolls decide to roast the dwarves, Gandalf arrives on scene, but he goes unnoticed by the trolls. He causes an argument between the trolls, and as dawn comes they turn to stone. Gandalf then helps Bilbo out of a bush, and they untie the dwarves. The group is relieved to be free, but the dwarves are annoyed and not pleased with Bilbo's account of the events. Gandalf points out that the trolls must have a cave nearby, and they should be looking for it instead of wasting time. The group finds bones on the floor, food on shelves and the ground, brass buttons, pots full of gold coins, lots of clothes, and several swords when they explore the troll cave. The group of dwarves and Bilbo continue on their journey and approach the Misty Mountains. They feel danger is near and they are running low on food and supplies. They camp under the stars and their horses have more to eat than they do. As they get closer to the mountains, they realize they must find a way through, over, or under them to reach their destination. Gandalf leads the way, warning that they must not miss the road or they will be doomed. He explains that they are nearing the edge of the wild and they are heading to the fair valley of Rivendell, where they are expected. However, finding the path is difficult and they become anxious as they search for the last homely house. The land is wide with unexpected valleys, deep gorges, bogs, and no sign of any dwelling. The only path is marked with white stones, and it's a slow process following it, even with Gandalf's guidance. As the day comes to an end, they are no closer to finding their destination, and they begin to worry about where they will spend the night. The group of travelers, including Bilbo, Gandalf, and the dwarves, finally come across the secret valley of Rivendell. The air is warm, and the smell of pine trees makes Bilbo drowsy as they make their way down the steep path. They come across an open glade and they hear singing coming from the trees, which they realize are elves. The elves welcome them and invite them to stay for supper, but the dwarves are eager to continue on their journey. The elves lead them to a narrow bridge across the river, where they must leave their ponies and continue on foot. The travelers are welcomed by the Lord of Rivendell, Elrond, and are given a place to stay for the night. The group stays in Rivendell for 14 days and have a hard time leaving. During their stay, Elrond examines the swords they brought from the Troll's Lair and tells them they are old swords made by high elves in Gondolin for the Goblin Wars and must have come from a dragon's horde or goblin plunder. He also looks at the map and finds moon letters that reveal secret information about the door to the Lonely Mountain. The group leaves Rivendell feeling refreshed and strong, their bags filled with food and provisions for the journey ahead. We have witnessed Bilbo and the dwarves facing challenges on their journey to the Lonely Mountain. They encountered trolls, have to make their way through dangerous terrain, and are in need of food and supplies. However, they were eventually rescued by Gandalf and find refuge in the secret valley of Rivendell, where they are welcomed and provided with necessary provisions for their journey ahead. With the help of Elrond, they leave Rivendell feeling refreshed and ready to face the challenges ahead on their quest to reclaim the Lonely Mountain. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Baggins Book Summaries and learned something new about The Hobbit. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, and let us know what you think. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an episode. We have many more exciting adventures from Middle-earth to share with you, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Baggins Book Summaries. Until then, happy reading.